Hello, gorgeous. My name is Dusty, and this is the Scorpio Priestess. If you like my vibe, I would appreciate your likes and your subscribes. I do have a snoring baby puppy in the background, and she is getting down on it. I cracked up here as I was meditating on your energy, Scorpio. It's so funny. It's almost like Luna puts me into a trance. I'm so used to meditating with her snoring. If you would like a personal reading, you can do that by visiting Scorpiopriestess.com. It is in the description of this video, as well as the link in the bio. I have many different options, as well as a cord cutting service now that comes with a at-home visualization and workbook, as well as the video of your cord cutting and an audio of what I've seen and what I feel. I've been enjoying doing them very much. If you would like to enter to win $200 drawn here on the 28th and announced on the 1st, you can do that by liking, subscribing to all YouTube videos linked in the description below, as well as commenting blessing. Well, I hope you're all doing well and vibing high and living your best Tuesday life. Those that are interested, I am doing a live prayer tonight, Eastern Standard Time, 7 p.m. On my Instagram live. It is Scorpio Priestess 9 on Instagram. Just subscribe to my channel and you will be notified when I go live. I am going to do a live prayer, and I also have it on a PDF so you can say it at home for the next 2 weeks. I'm going to do a bi-weekly prayer because hundreds of you between this channel and TikTok have asked for prayer, and I felt like it would be something that we could all use. Doing a group prayer has been known to move mountains. So if you are in need of a little prayer, we are doing a karmic clearing prayer for the next 2 weeks to clear out any old stuck energy, release you from any old contracts, etc. We have the butterfly as well as the light bulb. I wanted to go live today, guys, but I had to open my FaceTime schedule up because of the overflow of clients. So I will not be able to go live again this week, but I am getting back on my schedule. I will be going live on Thursday on my TikTok. I will be getting back on my schedule of live here on Tuesday and live on my TikTok on Thursdays. So I will be live this week on Thursday on TikTok, but unfortunately my schedule is jammed packed today with personal sessions, so I am unable to do that. Some kind of light bulb moment coming for you, Scorpio. A metamorphosis, a transformation, having a lot of breakthroughs, discovering some truths about yourself, about a situation, about a lover. You may have a breakthrough on what it is you want to do when you grow up, my love. Really coming to a place of clarity in your life. So we have the groom, the husband, stability and security in the anchor. And then I pulled witch, magic, and curse. So I was guided to pull one more, and we have envy, protection, evil eye. Some of you have a masculine energy sending you evil eye. Those that are involved in a third-party situation, it could be another lover sending you evil eye, but some of you, it is a masculine energy around you. Be careful. This person may be dabbling in black magic or doing something they have no business doing. Somebody here around you could have some work done on them. It's going to be really important, Scorpio, that you pray, that you visualize, that you protect your energy. There is a lot of stability coming, and you are being protected. The divine is protecting you, but there's someone in the shadows here wishing harm on you. So it's going to be important that you protect your energy and remind yourself no human here on planet Earth is strong enough to F with you. That's what I tell myself. I probably have 25 people sending me evil eye, maybe even more. Some people just don't like me. They think I'm, they don't get what I'm about. They don't vibe with me at all. And they send evil eye. I will not allow anybody else's dark energy to affect me. Not one human here on planet Earth is strong enough to do anything but send dark energy to you. Even in spell work, it's only energy. And when you protect yourself, when you visualize yourself in a bubble of light, when you stay in a high enough vibration, you will not vibrate with that person's low vibrational dark energy being sent to you. So it's important right now that you get yourself in a better place mentally and physically, so you are no longer aligning with this dark energy. Some of you, the only reason why it's affecting you is because you're a little weakened right now. You're sad, you're depressed, and it's affecting you easier because of how low your vibration is. Raise that vibration. Tell yourself, no human here on planet Earth is strong enough to affect me. If we could kill people with our with setting intention or doing spell work, if we could do a lot of damage, we would all be in very bad shape. I would have been dead about 45 times by now. The only thing a person can do in any form, even if it's a practitioner of some sort, is send dark energy towards you, sweetheart. So get on the time of you will not allow it to affect you. I want no one to leave this reading feeling afraid that someone has tried to put a curse on you or did whatever. Perhaps there's some generational curses that you are dealing with right now and you're being asked to break as well. I know I've broken a lot of generational curses in my family. Lone wolf, listen to your inner wolf and embrace your sacred wild nature, thirst for freedom, the overall energy. Most of you here are on your own, or you're in a relationship where you might as well be alone, is what I'm feeling and hearing. Some of you here, you do a lot of things on your own, even if you're married or in a relationship. It's almost like y'all live separate lives. You've been a loner your whole life. You've been a bit of a lone wolf because you don't feel like a lot of people get you. For some of you, the gut feeling, angel number 0440 and 1717, drama alert, learning, healing, alone, independence, once again, a very loner energy, intuition, betrayal, pessimism, monogamy. Follow your gut. It's more than just a feeling. Be real with people and focus on meaningful relationships. Remember, you always must bring value to the table. Treat others with respect, or else karma will take a bite out of your ass. 3 as a crowd. Some of you are definitely dealing with a third-party situation, or you know that your current partner has someone else. They're lying. They're not being honest with you. There could be a light bulb moment or something that you discover very soon. And I'm talking in the next 7 days. Some of you are going to find something out about someone you love dearly. That may not be great, Scorpio. That may not be the greatest. But you can move your way through this. You are strong, and you already know anyway. Your gut is telling you something about this person. Whatever this is that may come out, you already know. You already have a feeling. You're already being given intuitive messages. Take a few deep breaths and focus inward. You need to take time to think things over and consider your options. At this time, you must rely solely on yourself. You might not believe it, but you're headed in the right direction. What appears to be a lull in activity is just a natural part of the process. A lot of you feel like things are just stale in your life. Stop, nothing's moving, but there's a lot of things going on spiritually and in the 5D. But a very loner energy. The divine is letting you know right now, Scorpio, that the only person you can rely on is you. Ultimately, at the end of the day, if you don't get good with you, every time someone leaves your life, you will fall apart. You are the only person that is ever guaranteed to stay. And the more you love yourself and become strong within you, and you're not searching for happiness outside yourself, the more you can keep it together when bad things happen or somebody leaves. There was a time in my life where I would fall apart. If my relationship fell apart, I couldn't get out of bed. I can remember I worked for my dad when I was a young girl, and I told you the story, but my children's father left me and got a millionaire pregnant, and it was so bad. All of my friends were going to this wedding. They got married really fast because she got pregnant. I was in so much pain, and I would cry and cry in my office, and my dad threatened to fire me if I cried one more time because it was so bad. My whole life fell apart. I was very young. My kids were very young. I was very afraid, and I was so hurt that I could barely function. I could barely get through the day. I was making mistakes at work. Oh my gosh, it was horrible. And in my dad's defense, can be very mean and cold, but I had no business sobbing and crying at work like I was. I couldn't keep it together. I was a total mess. Let me just say, at this point in my life, no one could ever do that to me. Absolutely not. Would I feel sad? Sure. Would I grieve? 100%. Would I fall apart like that? No, because I'm good within me, because I'm balanced in my life. And that is what I wish for all of you. When you start to work on your emotional well-being and something happens like a breakup or tragedy or trauma, it allows you to handle it. Instead of it being a mountain of a challenge, it's just a little hill, Scorpio. Tell me, Spirit, what is the overall energy Scorpio's in right now today? I feel good when I help others. Service. Oh boy. Failure. I understand that a mistake is an opportunity to learn, and I am learning that endings are merely beginnings, period. A lot of you have went through a lot of endings. You feel like you failed. You feel like you're a failure. Maybe you've had 2 or 3 endings in a marriage. Maybe you've had a few bad breakups, or you can't quite find that right job. Scorpio, you are not a failure. You are just learning. You are just growing. You are here to heal and grow and make these mistakes your soul is guiding you to make. The only thing you can do now is learn from the mistakes that you've made. Learn from the red flags that you maybe didn't want to see. Life on earth is full of experiences. It is good. It is our human brain that views outcomes as good or bad. The soul simply views them as chances to grow. Learn to see the big picture of life instead of the minute. Failure to accomplish a task is merely the opportunity to evolve, and the negative connotation of the world or the word failure can prevent you from trying again. You must come to the realization that there is no judgment involved with your soul lessons. Realize that what you view as failure is just your soul telling you that there is another path. Embrace the maximum. When one door closes, another door opens. It is time for you to stop any negative emotional investments on a outcome. Revel in the knowingness that everything will reveal itself when it is meant to. No matter what, be true to your dream and creative process. Spirit is letting you know right now that you are not failing. You have not failed. You are not a failure. You just have to go a new route now. Now it's time for you to go in a new direction. Don't allow yourself to repeatedly go through the same lesson knowing the outcome either. Some of you know what the outcome would be if you got back with that lover that's done no work or made no changes. Some of you know what the outcome would be if you did certain things, because you've already done it many times and it's quote unquote failed. If you've already learned the lesson, it may be time for you to move on down the road, Scorpio. Death is an illusion. It's a fact of life that the human body we use to travel to the earth must eventually stop working. It's not meant to exist forever. The energy and the consciousness that inhabits our body is free and returns to its natural home, but never abandons us. Learn to view death as merely a change, and everything must change, because stagnation exhausts the process. The same is true for relationships or careers. A soul lesson may be completed, and it's time to move beyond this point of familiarity and expand into the new horizons of learning and developing. This is a wonderful opportunity to thank those other souls in your life who have shared part of your path and taught you so much. You're being asked to be grateful for the spiritual lessons. Be grateful for what that lover taught you. Take note of every lesson you learned in this relationship that you're mourning. Some of you have lost somebody more recently than not, or you lost somebody that was incredibly close to you, and it's been very painful. And trust me, I know grief, and I know it well. I've lost many people, including the man that left me and got somebody else pregnant. He died in a car accident when our oldest daughter was 16. I know what it feels like to lose things, Scorpio, but it is time now to come back to your center and focus on all the beautiful new things that could come in for you, opposed to all the things you have lost. When you're focusing on what you've lost, what doesn't work, what isn't working, what could have been, what should have been, you lose sight of living in this present moment. And I say, F that. Don't give anybody that much power over you. Balance, the beaver. Peace, the dolphin. The gentle nature of the dolphin reminds you to look for the good in everyone and strive to bring peace to your life and those around you. Trust your instincts and intuition rather than overthinking things. You are being told that hard work is important, but so is quality time with your loved ones. Find the balance between work, play, family, and career, and it must be maintained for overall wholeness and success. Some of you have been working too much. You may need to spend a little time with your kiddos, spend a little time with your family and friends. You may be working a lot, trying to take your mind off things. Some of you have been playing too much and not working enough, and you're really being guided to find some balance, Scorpio. Find balance between work and play. Moving on to what is coming in the future. Unrevealed secrets. What is happening on the surface is not what you'll see if you dive deeper. I'm telling you, there's something coming out. There's something some of you are going to discover about a friend, about a lover, and perhaps about yourself. Maybe you are finding that you are stronger than you ever known. Maybe you are finding that you can be happy and thrive again, live another day to love again, to make mistakes. Some of you are finally coming to a place where you're realizing that we all are just here learning, growing, and healing. And you're grateful for the spiritual lessons. I can honestly say all of the pain and all of the loss and all of the bad mistakes and trauma, I am grateful for. And I don't just say it, I feel it. I feel so grateful for the things I experienced in my life. I had a very beautiful life. And if I was to leave this earth today, I am proud of my life and what I've accomplished and the mistakes I've made. I am proud of the things I've done, good and bad. And some of you need to start realizing that your shadow side is just as beautiful, Scorpio. Some things that you perceive to be bad is just as beautiful because it's made you who you are today. Moving into the future, there's some uncomfortable, messy situation that's complicated. There may be some sadness, but you are strong enough to face it all. Your intuition is guiding you. You're being asked to be a little more playful, have a little more fun. Over the course of the next few months, you may want to really start listening to yourself more. Trust yourself. You don't need proof. It's like if you feel it. If you have a gut instinct that something is happening, or you should do something or shouldn't do something, believe it. Trust it. Third party situation here. Oh boy. Moving into the future, there seems to be some difficult experience with this. Some of you have something happening between you and your person's other lover. Some you may find out about another lover. Those that don't have concrete confirmation, there's some unpredictable events coming, Scorpio. Something's a dead end here. There's an inevitable end. You're going through a shedding process. You're going through a big transformation, moving through the next few months. A lot of you are doing the work and finding what it is you're meant to do here on planet Earth, just like I said as well. Some of you are learning what it is your soul is here to do as far as your life's purpose. Going on a spiritual journey here, discovering your life's purpose. Tell me about this third-party situation. What is this? I think some of you have a nasty third party sending you the evil eye. You know something's not quite right. You feel like it. And moving into the next few months, you're going to either hear from them or discover something they've been doing with either black magic or something like this as well. It looks to me like you've been left out in the cold because the person you love could have chose someone else. This is all future energy, by the way. Overcoming obstacles, moving forward. But Scorpio, be careful that you don't get knocked out your square or allow somebody to take you out of your beautiful watery energy. Some of you, there's an earth sign around you that may cause some issues in the upcoming weeks and months. Listen to Luna. Some of you here, there's somebody that you have history with, somebody from your past, other lover, current lover that may reach out to you. They're very intimidated by you. They're very jealous of the relationship you shared with this person, especially if you have children to them. If you are co-parenting with somebody, their other lover may reach out. There could be some difficult, heavy burden here that's about to really overflow. Somebody's a love bomber. I'll tell you something. Some of you are dealing with someone that comes in and out of your life, love bombing you. They've wounded you. You don't even know where to lay down these swords and wands anymore. You got to move through this energy, Scorpio. You're going to have to move away from this love bomber, sweetheart. If somebody is showing you over and over who they are, believe it, trust it, because you already know what the outcome is going to be. There could be some heavy burdens to come for some of you because of a third-party situation. Just heads up. Especially if you're dealing with a fire sign, a water sign, or an earth sign. Moving on to money. What is the overall energy and money today, Spirit? Ma Spirit, appreciate where you are in this journey instead of wishing it was easier or different. Amen. Amen. Coming to a place where you appreciate all the spiritual lessons you've learned. You appreciate all the good and the bad when it comes to your money, when it comes to life in general. The divine is asking you to be aware of what lessons you have learned or how far you have come. You have a lot of money skills, actually, Scorpio. You seem to be pretty good with money. You may have made a bad investment, but you're going to make a power play and overcome obstacles. Making a lot of progress, taking charge. Some of you may be starting a night job for a side work, or starting your own side gig that you're going to have to work on at night to get through these challenges. You may be getting hired in a new office position. Somebody here could see a moth today flying around, a white moth. I keep seeing it in my third eye. You may want to look up the spiritual meaning of moth, flying around your home or your car or something like this. It is a message that your guides are trying to communicate with you. Five of Swords in reverse. The Three of Cups. The Three of Pentacles. Some of you are having trouble with a coworker. You don't like your coworkers. You like your job. But there's arguing, fighting, and bickering at work. There's some celebration, some win to come. It's just been slow. There's been delays. You may find a new job where it's a perfect partnership and start loving going to work. Some of you are going to find a new job as a side gig or a part-time job on top of your full-time job, and you're going to love that part-time job so much that you're going to want to transition and work there all the time. Something like that. Some of you are trying to get something off the ground, like doing nails, eyelashes, working on people's cars, doing something that your skills are making money doing on your own. Really a lot of celebration to come. Keep working hard. You're overcoming these obstacles. A water sign, an air sign may be important to you in your business and finance. Moving over to current love, and I do have some letters pulled out here. This can be your first, your middle, your last, or the person on your mind. We have the letter N, as in Nancy, Nick, X, as in I don't know, M, Mary, Mike, Michelle, C, Carrie, Corey, Z, Zach, Zion, D, as in Dusty, Debbie, Donnie, Dwayne, Dolphin Spirit. Stop taking life so seriously and splash some joy in your everyday life. Another message about having fun, being playful. Some of you need to go out there and have a little fun. Get out of the house a little bit. Go enjoy yourself. Go do something fun. It will raise your vibration and allow you to attract new love in if that's what you're looking to do. Some of you here, there could be a relationship that you go out and you have a great time together. You have a lot of fun with this person. You've always had a lot of fun together. You laugh and joke and, are really playful when you're together. There may be some kind of banter between the two of you that other people don't understand. You may be like sarcastic to one another or something, but it's just banter between the two of you. Others, you're dealing with somebody that's always, the other message I'm getting is they start joking but they're actually serious. So when it's time to have a serious conversation, they're always making jokes, or they'll never talk to you seriously. You'll say something to them and they'll try to make a joke opposed to actually having a serious conversation. Tell me about current love here for Scorpio, please. Be resourceful. No one can stand in your way. Slow and steady. No hasty action. Someone is taking what's yours. Lost opportunity. Robbed of power and happiness. Somebody's robbing you of your power, of your happiness. Are you kidding me? Someone's taking it from you, Scorpio. Taking your energy. Taking your light. This person is resourceful. There could be a large amount of work that needs to happen between you and another person, you and a lover. Currently, a lot of things that would need to transpire for you all to have a happy relationship. Your life could be really busy. You don't have much time to date. You haven't had time to really go out. Lighten up here. Happy times are coming. Make life more fun. We're getting a message today that we need to have more fun. Amen and hallelujah. I do too. I'm right along with you. Some of you need to step outside your comfort zone. I actually just signed up. Luna and I are doing a 5K for dogs, but I'm going to take her in her stroller. There's going to be other dogs there, but it's to raise money for the local pet places and the local places like the SPCA and stuff like that. I'm so excited. It's in April. So it's my first 5K and I'm training for it right now. And trying to get Luna used to going 3.5 miles opposed to, we usually walk like 1.5 miles. So I got to make sure she's going to be okay in the stroller for that long. But it's going to be fun, and I'm hoping to meet new people. Some of you need to step outside your comfort zone and get out here and meet new people as well, Scorpio. So you can meet new lovers, or so you can raise your vibration. Tell me about the person on Scorpio's mind and how they are feeling, please. How's the person on Scorpio's mind feeling? They feel you have above average abilities, that you're very talented, but they're on the hunt for what they want. They're focused on a goal. There's issues from the past. There's regret. There's guilt. There's unresolved pain. There's unresolved issues from their past and problems. This person doesn't want to take anything seriously. They could have terrible credit, all sorts of things in their life that's unresolved because they start things and they don't finish. They could have a lot of past lovers that they've never wrapped anything up with. They've just ghosted. They're emotionally avoidant. They seem to feel like you are talented here, Scorpio, that you're very talented. They're trying to balance out their urges and impulses, being persuaded. Be careful who you trust. Somebody could be persuading them to stay away from you, persuading them to do something. A period of gestation, a new life emerging. This person, something new is developing in their life. What is this persuasion here? Who is trying to persuade them? Some of you, this person is with a third party that's trying to persuade them to stay by possibly doing black magic, love spells, sex magic, whatever. This person needs a spiritual cleansing. They're unclean. They could be energetically unclean. They could be, unfortunately, unclean. Their home could be dirty. There's trust issues here. They're trying to be persuaded to be honest with somebody. You may be trying to persuade them to be honest with you. Somebody could be persuading them to travel or to relocate. A third party could be trying to persuade them to move. They're trying to keep them away from you. A third party could be trying to persuade them to move to their family's hometown or something like this. That's a message for someone here. Maybe not all of you, but there seems to be intense fantasies about you, but they're bruised. There's several past struggles. They've let you down. They're feeling wounded. They've wounded their self in the mix. They've wounded their self with being this way. They're this way, though, because of unresolved issues from their past. Most likely childhood, a past lover that really did a number on them, something like this, that's made them behave the way they do. They have severe trust issues. This is someone who is always questioning you, somebody who always believed you were going to cheat, you were going to leave them. But ultimately, they are the ones who left you and cheated. That's how it typically goes with someone that has severe trust issues. They have these trust issues because they would do it. Do you ever have someone accuse you of doing something that you think, oh my God, I would never do that? Well, it's because they would. If somebody is asking you if you're effing your boss every time you're late for work, it's because they would do something like that. So please do not think if someone is acting that way, it's because they just love you so much, Scorpio. It's because they have a lot of unresolved issues that they need to deal with. I feel abandoned. I often feel let down by others. This person's dealing with abandonment wounds, and that's why they keep a lot of options. People with abandonment wounds will make sure that they're never alone. They'll make sure they have options lined up. As soon as the relationship starts to go get hard, they'll start seeking and searching outside your relationship. They don't want to be alone. I've watched you change and grow so much. I'm trying to release my attachments to my identity so I can change too. I don't feel deserving of your love, and it affects my levels of abundance and openness. I feel our energy merging as if it has a life of its own. This person's watched you change, watched you grow. Some of you have been with this person from 3 to 9 years. You've changed so much over that time. You've changed so much for the better. This person looks at you as being so talented. They feel like, Scorpio, they're not deserving of you. They could have meant a third party that was easier, that didn't challenge them to be better, that doesn't challenge them to want more. It's easier for them. Maybe at one time you were low vibrational and you weren't living your best life, and you've changed and you've grown. And this person has watched you do that. If they're at a distance, if you all haven't spoke, they've watched you change over the course of the last year and become better. What do they plan to do towards Scorpio, please? My deck's, sorry guys, my deck's upside down. 2 of Cups, well, they want to come in here and talk. They possibly want to socialize. They feel like you're kindred spirits. This person wants to come in and pour their heart out to you. But there is a bitter, jealous, envious third party in the background. This person is upside down in their energy. They're very greedy, and your lover is a love bomber and can be very manipulative. It's all because of past issues. It's all because of these wounds. This is somebody that really needs to get some help. I feel this is a person that has a lot of potential. If they would just start looking at why they do what they do, why they behave the way they behave, really deal with those wounds, they have the potential of being somebody really sweet and kind. I think this is a soft person at their core. It's very small steps, but they are coming towards you. They're taking small steps towards you. They could be taking small steps here to leave. I guess I don't have my... We're not reading reversals today. I'm sorry. This deck's all messed up. I don't know. I may have dropped it. I did drop a deck the other day. I knocked it off my desk. There's a lot of telepathic communication happening between the two of you. There's a lot of intuitive hits. They could be getting traditional therapy, Scorpio. This is someone that may actually be seeking therapy or advice from their church or someone they really respect. They can feel your energy and you can feel theirs. What are they going to do towards Scorpio, please? What are they going to do towards Scorp? seeing clearly, new ways of thinking, mental clarity, and facing problems. They have mental clarity too. Higher powers involved, source energy, higher self, lessons to learn, knowledge. There's something they're learning. Something may happen between you and this person's family. You may run into a family member, get a call from a family member, something like this, moving through the next few weeks. They're starting to see clearly, a lot of mental clarity. They seem to know that the person that they're with is very manipulative themselves. They could have meant somebody that's just like them. They could have meant somebody who is a liar and has trust issues as well, and they're constantly fighting and bickering. Someone who's very greedy, though, coming out in the energy is very greedy. They're stagnant. They miss you sexually, and they need to do a spiritual cleanse. They could actually rebalance their self, but there is some buried secret, something they're taking to the grave, something they do not want you to know. So you may find this out. There's something that this person's been trying to hide from you that they don't want you to know. It will be different for everybody, that you may find out. They're definitely seeing some things clearly as well. What are they going to do and when? Please. What are they going to do and when? There's a lot of burdens. There's a lot of suffering, guilt, sorrow. This person is going through it. Have patience in the next 12 days to 12 weeks, depending on where you are. But again, gossip, restless here, a discussion. Some of you may hear from a bitter karmic that tells you something that's going to catch you off guard. What I feel from that energy is this person and this third party, this karmic, may have a falling out, and they may reach out to you. There's something that they could be threatening to tell you that this person's been trying to keep from you. Tell me about the gossip and the verbal communication. Somebody may call you. This person could call you. The karmic could call you. It's already fated to happen. A lot of confusion, a lot of illusion, big ego here. Whoever's reaching out to you has got a big ego. I feel this person and the third party have huge egos. They want you to see their side of it. I'm hearing, they want you to hear them out, see their side of things. Some of you, whatever this karmic is saying isn't true too. Some of you, there's some lie attached to it. If you get a message or verbal communication from a third party or somebody they've been dealing with, or a family member that's angry or something like this, some of it's true and some of it's false. They want to move on to a better place with you. They want to come to a calmer place. Even if it's not a reconciliation, they don't want to be on bad terms. You could be dealing with a water sign. We have everybody here. Fixed energy here. Taurus energy. Pisces energy. I really wish you the very best. Moving over to new love for those Scorpios ready to date. And there's no need to tell me you're not going to ever date again, or that you don't want a new lover. This is not for you then. This is why I have it at the very end. This is for those Scorpios ready to meet a new lover. Infinite possibilities. You are on the right path. Favorable energies are guiding you at this time. You're headed in the right direction, love. You're moving through all of this pain, sadness and sorrow, lessons and trials. You're on the right path, and you have infinite possibilities. You could meet somebody here in the next, I'm seeing a 3 in my third eye, in the next 3 weeks to 3 months for some of you. Some of you, you're going to have 3 offers, 3 people come on in, or that you start talking to. Working less will help strengthen your relationship. You and this person don't share the same vision. Spirit's letting you know that you may be working a lot, but you and the person that is currently on your mind or that you're dealing with, you might just not have the same vision. You might want different things. You don't have to get in your ego and feel like you weren't chosen. Sometimes it's just that. You've grown away from one another. You want something different than they do. There's a lot of possibilities for you, though. There's a lot of things coming in for you. Lean on your circle of friends during this time. Have patience. This relationship can stand the test of time and decision. It's time to decide about your relationship. You will have to make a decision. Patience will be needed. Patience is necessary right now. There's a lot of stability coming. If you need support, if you feel like you're in a bad place, it might not be quite time to start dating yet, but you'll know when. Some of you have an unexpected invitation coming in from a brand new lover, a brand new person. I felt this. Happy news, a unexpected message or something from someone that sees you around or on your friends list, or someone that you know knows a friend of yours, or something like this. Some of you are finally coming to a place where you're understanding that you cannot control the way someone else treats you. You can only control your actions and what you do about it. You're being protected from evil. You're attracting happiness and a healthy life in. You've been band-aiding issues. You've been band-aiding things with this past person. And the divine is saying, Scorpio, you're finally moving through the energy in the right direction. And you're being protected when you do that. Abundance, prosperity, a healthy, happy life coming in. You could meet somebody that has really curly hair. Dark-skinned but very light mocha skin. Beautiful skin. Beautiful complexion. Somebody's skin is really beautiful. A new person that you're meeting. Very, very beautiful complexion this person will have. You're being asked to embrace the way you feel. If you meet somebody new and they really do it for you, don't be afraid of it. Just move forward and watch for red flags. Tell me about this attracting happiness. Good things. Knight of this is definitely someone you don't know. This person is single and they are embodying the Emperor energy, period. This is someone that you're going to have a lot of happiness with, prosperity with. Male or female, this person knows what they want. They're stable, they're mature, they're loyal. But you got to get out of this Five of Cups energy of feeling regretful and feeling like you've wasted too much time and feeling like you're too old, or you'll never move on, you'll never love again. Because, sweetheart, you will. Spirit's asking you to become content without a partner for a while. Be good with you. So the next person you meet, you're only looking for that one pentacle and that one cup. You're not trying to fill yourself up outside yourself. It's a little slower than some of you want it to be, but it is coming nonetheless. You could meet an Aries, a lot of Earth, a Leo. Could meet a fire sign or someone with a lot of fire in their chart. I hope everybody has the most beautiful and blessed Tuesday. We're going to have the best day we've ever had. Scorpio, today is the best Tuesday we've ever had. We're going to have some kind of miracle come in for us today. Love and light.